A passenger plane has crashed in the southern Russian area, killing all 62 people on board. Security camera images show a large explosion when the plane hit the ground. The Fly Dubai Boeing 737 coming from Dubai missed the runway as it tried to land at 3:50 a.m. local time. The investigative committee of Russia says human error or a technical failure are the most likely causes of the crash. Let's take a look at the plane's flight path now. The Boeing 737 took off from Dubai International Airport on Friday evening. It made it to the Russian city of Rostov-on-Don at around 1:30 a.m. local time, but had to abandon its first attempt to land. Now, due to the poor weather conditions, poor visibility and strong winds gusting at 25 to 30 meters per second, the plane was forced to circle the area for 2 hours while it waited for a better chance to land. At 3:50 local time, it tried to land again, but hit the ground about 250 meters short of the airport runway. In a statement published on Twitter, Fly Dubai released the nationalities of all the people on board the flight. It said 44 of the passengers were Russian, 8 were Ukrainian, 2 were Indian, and 1 was from Uzbekistan.
The version of the cause of the catastrophe has not changed in any way. It is first of all bad weather conditions. The number of victims also remains the same, 55 passengers and 7 crew members. The appropriate services are now inspecting the plane crash site. The investigative office and emergency service are working together.
Well, for more on this, Daria Bondarchuk joins us live from Moscow now. Daria, just tell us a bit more about what the investigators and other authorities have said about the possible cause of the crash.
Well, the Russian Investigative Committee said it is considering 3 main versions of the incident, citing human error, technical failure, and bad weather conditions. Early it was reported that indeed there were some very bad weather conditions, heavy rain and low visibility, and with gusts of wind up to 20 meters per second, and some experts here have been saying that this could have caused the crash. Some earlier reports, unconfirmed reports quoted by media, also suggested that that the plane could have hit the runway with a tail and later exploded. Some experts here have been questioning why the plane had spent reportedly 2 hours flying around the airport rather than being diverted to a nearby hub. It was obviously wasting fuel, but the experts are questioning why that was necessary if the weather conditions were indeed so bad.
And so many of the passengers on board were Russian. What are the Russian authorities doing to help them, to keep them informed?
Well, it is a very devastating, of course, catastrophe for many families. Some of them have started to arrive at the airport. Many have been residents of the Rostov-on-Don region, as the governor of the region told us, and some other foreign crew members and passengers alike, of course. Russian President Vladimir Putin has offered his condolences to the relatives of the victims of the plane crash. He has instructed the governor of the Rostov region and the Minister of Emergencies Situations to do everything possible to help the families, and local authorities have said they will allocate some 1 million rubles, that's roughly over $14,000 of help to the families and relatives of the victims of the plane crash. And of course, top officials, Minister of Transport, Minister of Emergencies, Presidential Envoy to the region, as well as the head of Russian air safety security regulator, have all gone down to the crash site to help monitor the investigation that is underway in the region.
Daria Bondarchuk in Moscow, thank you.